everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I have my January favorites. I am just blown away at how fast January's gone by. I've had a lot of stuff happen. My car accident happened right at the end of December, so that moved right into January, and that was a whole mess for most of January, and then all sorts of things were going on. Also, I apologize that I look kind of awful. I just threw on the shirt, but I have like a migraine to end migraines, and I'm just crappy feeling in general, and after this I'm going to go and take a shower and then make some tea and do nothing. So looking forward to that. But first we're going to do our favorites, and I have a couple things I want to show you guys, not a ton. Like I said in my December favorites, kind of saving a little bit of money here and there because there are some other things that I do want to get. So I kind of just wanted to show you guys what I got going on for this month, and well, let's just get right in. Did you see that? What was that? Murray, you're such a freak. First thing I want to talk about is actually my most favorite thing this month. Super unexpected that I loved this as much as I did, but it is the Essence Superfine Eyeliner Pen. I got this at Ulta for $2.99, so that right there makes it a huge favorite, but like, this eyeliner is incredible. It's on right now, and it is just so black and so easy to apply. The nib is like, it's like a felt tipped pen, and the nib is really small, and it's really easy to get a nice little flick. And the best part about this is actually that not only the price, because the price is incredible, but the fact that it, like, when you put it on, it doesn't go anywhere unless you want to take it off. You need waterproof makeup remover to get this off. It is that intense, and it actually does not say waterproof on here at all. It says eyeliner pen for a precise and ultra-fine line, smudge-proof, extra long-lasting. So it doesn't even say waterproof, but it's definitely super everything proof because it just stays on all day. It doesn't transfer to the tops of your lids if you have hooded eyes, and you don't get it up in that crease, and it doesn't come down below your eyes. It's just an all-around great eyeliner, and it's $2.99, so it's even better because of that. My next quasi-beauty favorite, I guess you would call it a beauty favorite, is actually like a hand cream or body cream, but it is the Josie Marin Whipped Argan Oil, and everybody loves this stuff. I know that. I have it in the little travel size, and this is actually the apple crisp flavor or scent that they came out with for Christmas, and I just couldn't pass it up because it smells like apple cinnamon deliciousness, and it's amazing. But this is really nice because in the wintertime when your hands are really dry, I like to keep this in my bag because I just put like a little bit in between each of the cracks of my fingers and then rub it all together, because if you use a lot it does get really oily and it's kind of hard to like touch anything afterwards. But when you use just a little bit, it just turns into an oil and your hands just feel really soft and just nourished and wonderful, and I really like it, especially in like going to wash your hands and post washing your hands. I really like this because at work I've got to go outside down a hill into another building to use the bathroom, so I wash my hands in cold water a lot of the time and come back out, and I'm outside with my hands just a little bit wet, and I come back to my desk and my hands are just like my hands are just like dry and just gross feeling. I hate the feeling of dry hands. It drives me crazy. Like, I'll be in bed at night and be like, I have to get up and get hand cream because my hands are just dry, and it just makes me freak out a little bit. So this stuff is just amazing because it keeps your hands moist for a long time. So this is great. The travel size isn't too expensive. The bigger size is a little bit more, and if you just want it for hands like I do, I think it's a good price. I think it's a good idea just to go with the smaller travel size. They have a lot of different scents. I just really like the Christmassy smelling one. I mean, I've made a dent in it, but I still have enough. I'll get through it. Next is actually beauty favorite, and I kind of just skipped this because I forgot that it was there, sitting next to me. It is an eyeshadow, but it's actually an eyeshadow pencil. And this is the Birchbox LOC brand. They partnered with Toddy Westbrook to make eyeshadows, and I believe they have lip pencils as well. And I got this actually in a Birchbox, my first Birchbox, and this is in the color On Point. And it is just a great highlighting shade. It's just absolutely fantastic. I love using this on the inner corner of my eye, a third of the way to halfway into my eyelid, and I just think it's just a phenomenal highlighter. It does not budge. The color payoff is just phenomenal, and this is just like really great. They're not super expensive. They're definitely affordable, and when this runs out I probably will buy more because I'm getting to the end of this little pencil. The only issue I do have with it is it kind of burns my eyes when I get too close to my tear duct. I kind of get a little burning sensation, but definitely not enough to stop me from using it, so still good. Still good. Next is a skincare product that I honestly bought because it was cute packaging. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff, I'll admit that. But it is the Tony Moly So Cool Eye Stick. This is the cutest packaging I've ever seen. It's just this little panda bear, and he's a little stick that you just roll up. And it's also a very pretty blue color, so there's also that. And basically all this is a little moisturizing eye stick, and it's got like a mentholated property to it, I guess, where we put it under your eyes and it just kind of cools everything down. So if you have any redness or like inflammation or any kind of like irritation under your eye, this kind of helps to just kind of calm it down and cool everything down. I was really interested in this because I do get really dry under my eyes sometimes, and it drives me bonkers. Like, I would put concealer on and it just like clings to the patches and it just looks terrible, and it makes me super upset and frustrated. So when I saw this, I was like, this is just a cute packaging for a moisturizer for your eyes, and it's just really, really nice, and I actually really enjoy using it. The packaging was just a bonus at this point, so I would really recommend this. Actually, all of Tony Moly's products are just so cute. I want some of their lip balms and stuff too, because they're like shaped like peaches and strawberries or whatever, I don't know. They're just really, really cute. Moving on to a product that everybody and their mother loves. I feel like I say that phrase a lot, but I feel like I'm also behind a lot, so it's kind of like whenever a product comes out, I'm like, I don't want to love this because everybody loves it, so I kind of wait on buying and I wait, hear more people talk about it, and I finally get sucked in, and then it becomes a favorite of mine. So I'm always a little behind the curve, I'm just gonna let you guys know that. But this is the Beauty Blender. Mine's dirty, I used it like a little while ago, so I haven't had a chance to clean it, but, so don't judge me, I promise, I do clean my brushes and stuff. Not as often as I necessarily should, but I do. So this is just dirty right now. But this, I just couldn't believe that I loved it so much because it's a little sponge. But even upon opening the package, I was like, this feels different. It's so soft. It's not a sponge, if that makes sense. It's not really a sponge. And it just kind of, for me, with dry skin, it's really helpful because brushes tend to pull at the dry patches and just make them look more exaggerated or just worse. And this just kind of, when you pat it on, it just sits in and just gets absorbed into your skin nicer, and it tends to just make everything look a little bit smoother. The only issue I do have with this is it doesn't cover up my redness as well, and I don't know if it's my foundation actually at this point. I'm thinking that it might be that I might not have a high enough coverage foundation for the redness I've been having, but I put it on and I tend to see that it doesn't cover up my spots quite as well as the brushes do. So sometimes I've got to go back through and pat a little bit, either my finger or a brush, just to kind of cover up some of the redder areas with some concealer or something too. So, but overall, I think that this is great. It also quickens up my routine in the morning. I can get ready a little bit faster, which is always nice because I have to get to work early. So anything that shortens that time and makes me sleep a little longer is definitely appreciated. The next beauty skincare type thing is a micellar water. Now, I did do a everyday skincare routine and it featured the simple micellar water. I did like that, but then I came across the Garnier ones and I was like, those are new, let's try them. And I got the micellar water, which removes waterproof makeup. So this is the blue cap, and you have a pink one too, like the Bioderma. And this is just magic. This is magic water. I actually had a friend come and stay with me for a couple nights, and she tried this and she's like, I have to know what that is. It is just, everything's just gone off of my face. Like, all of my makeup's gone. And she was astounded, and when I first used it I was too. And I've had this for over a month now. I actually wanted to feature it in last month's favorites and I forgot about it. So you can see that I've been using it for 2 months and I'm only this far through it, and I use it every night. So actually I use it every night, and sometimes in the morning I use it too. If any extra mascara that's kind of come down off my face I didn't quite get the night before. But it's just so good. I don't even know. There's no words. This is so much better than the simple micellar water. It does have like a separation, but it does say it's also oil free. So it's got no oil, alcohol, or fragrance in it. So it doesn't hurt my eyes, it doesn't do anything. It's just absolutely amazing. And if you use waterproof anything, or you just really want a heavy duty micellar water, go for this. I mean, the pink one might be just as good. I've never tried it, but this is just amazing. This is like a holy grail makeup remover for me at this point. This is like ride or die, so it's that good. Next is something, again, everybody likes. It's changed my life. It's life-changing, and it's the Tangle teezer. My hair is so thick and knotty that I have come home from work or come home from being out somewhere, went to brush my hair, and started to almost cry. It hurt so bad, but I was like, I have to brush it. I can't leave it like this. So I would like force myself just to brush through it, and I would just be like in so much pain, and it would be awful until I found this, and I was like, you know what? Everybody's talked about this. I may as well just give it a shot. And it takes me a little bit longer sometimes to get through all of my hair. I kind of have to do it in layers sometimes, but ultimately it does not ever make me want to cry. It is super awkward to hold. I tend to brush my hair sometimes and it just flies out of my hand and goes across the room, and I'm just like, well, that just happened. So that's the only really downside, is that like it's weird. Like if you have I have really big hands for a girl. Like look at how big my hand is, guys. Like I have huge hands. And it's hard for me to hold sometimes. So if you have like small hands, I'd recommend maybe the travel size might be easier to hold. I don't know. It's just really sometimes awkward to deal with. I mean, depends on the angle, I guess, but it's a little bit hard to deal with, but I think it's worth it, personally. Next is my last makeup-y, beauty, whatever item, and this actually was sprung on by a viewer mentioning in my drugstore essentials. I think she mentioned it in my drugstore essentials video in the comments about, or maybe it was my Tumblr, I don't even remember. It was mentioned to me. She asked me what my nail polish was and how I never talk about nail products, and I'm always like, well, they were fake, that's why. But I have really been really bad about that. I've been using them all the time and my nails were just really suffering. So they don't look good right now. Okay, these are awful looking. Nail polish that I have on is actually nail polish I want to talk about, and it is the Revlon Colorstay Gel Envy, and this is in the color Double Down, 530 Double Down, and I just think the staying power of this is incredible. It didn't chip like at all until recently, when I've actually started to make it chip by picking or something. It didn't chip at all. It's a color plus a base, and it's just a long wear nail enamel, it says, and it really is. I'm definitely going to pick up more of these in different colors so I can actually start to take better care of my nails, because I need to. I just kind of was a cop-out, and I was like, I can't stop biting my nails, so I'm just going to put fake ones on and it'll solve all my problems. It just made my nails really, really weak. It's time I took responsibility and started to actually take care of my own nails, so that is what I'm going to try and start doing, and nail polish helps me, so we're going to buy some more of these soon. Just going to take care of my nails this year, this month, and this year, forever. Let's go. Moving on to a book, and that book is this one right here. First of all, the cover is just beautiful. It's like this dark burnt red color, and it's got some gold writing on the side, and it is The Fellowship of the Ring by Tolkien. Now, I have never read these, nor have I seen the movies, but Michael loves them, and he was talking to me about them and mentioned that he wanted to reread it, and we ended up actually reading this together. We're in the process of it. He generally reads out loud and I listen, and sometimes I take the turn and read, although I'm really bad at reading out loud and I feel super insecure about it, so I don't tend to, but listening to him is really nice because it kind of, he's read it so I can ask him questions as far as understanding things, and he can explain things further, and it's really a nice just little thing for us to do together, that like we come home at the end of the day after work, and instead of just doing like, you know, our own things and just kind of being in our own world, we get a little time to spend together, and this has just been really nice, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm actually, after my shower, I'm going to make a cup of tea and we're going to sit and read some more of this, and I'm really excited. I look forward to it almost every night, although I tend to fall asleep during it. I do that a lot, but this is fantastic, and if you haven't read them, I recommend them highly. Even though I'm like, feel super nerdy saying that, I think that they're great. I'm a Lord of the Rings fan, guys. I never thought I'd say that, like, ever. But it's great, so check it out. So my last physical favorite I have to show you guys is a food, and it's food I'm obsessed with right now. And it is mixed nuts. This is the mixed nuts with less than 50% peanuts, almonds, cashews, pecans, and Brazil nuts. I got this and then another one of almost the exact same kind for $5, and that's why I got those two, but usually I get the ones that have no peanuts and they have pistachios and stuff in them. I just love them. I don't know, I mean, they're not special, they're just Planters mixed nuts, but I'm just absolutely obsessed with them. They're the best snack in the world. I mean, I could eat these breakfast, lunch, dinner. I eat them before I go to work a little bit, then when I get home from work, I eat them all the time, before bed, anytime. These are the best, and I absolutely am obsessed with them. So, if you like nuts, you'll understand. I go through phases where I eat like one food, and this right now is nuts, so. My next favorite is music, actually, and it's a rediscovery of music, which it tends to be my favorites, but right now I have been listening to All Time Low's Weightless album on repeat. It brings me back to like my senior year of high school, and my best friend and I sitting in like the bus on the way to our tennis matches, just belting it out. And at our sleepovers, we used to sing it all the time. We'd see them in concert. Oh, they just like bring me back so hard that I love them. And in the car, like I'll be going to work and it pumps me up for work. On the way home, it makes me excited to be out of work. It just makes me happy. And Alex Gascar and Jack Barricade just bring me back. And it's just like something about that album is just like so nostalgic, and that I've been loving. If you don't know it, I will link it below so you guys can all listen to it and become obsessed with me, because I would love it. My final favorite this month is actually a blog, and it is a blog by a YouTuber. She's a blogger before she was a YouTuber, but both of the things that she does are amazing, and I'm sure you probably know who she is. It's Victoria from In The Frow. She is just a goddess. She's beautiful and just like so well spoken. She has her PhD actually, which I think is just incredible. She's just a really great role model for a lot of people, and her blog is just incredible looking. She talks a lot about lifestyle and fashion and travel and food and all these different things, and her YouTube channel is just wonderful, and I have been reading that a lot of times when I'm at work, and it kind of needs to pick me up because I'm like just dragging at work. And reading her blog just makes me really happy, and I just wanted to mention her as one of my favorites because she has been. So I will link her blog and her YouTube channel down below as well, so you guys can all check it out too and be a little happier, I think, as well. So those are my favorites. Those are my favorites for January. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me, and I can't wait to see you guys again in my next video, which will be posted on Friday. And I don't really know what it's going to be yet. We're just going to fly by the seat of our pants right now. So if you guys did enjoy it, please give it a like. And I will link all of the stuff I talked about below, as well as all of my social media announcements. And I will see you guys all again really soon. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.